Right, Phil here again. I'm out for another walk. Actually, I'm taking a break on the morning walk. It's so cool. I can stand here right in the middle of the road and nobody's going to come drive down this way, so it's another reason why I walk this way. Just catch up on a couple thoughts. Went to go see a movie the other day. Where am I at? I go. There I am. Sorry, I didn't mean to go dark on you. I'm starting to, my face kind of looks different to me now. Oh, yeah, my hat on again. Should I keep it on? Yeah, I'll keep it on. Thoughts on, I guess, HCG again. I've hit the sweet spot. I found, I went to the movies. Actually, no, I went to the movies last night. Took my grandson out to another movie. This time, the popcorn in the movie theater is just, that was a serious temptation of mine for long. There's no way I could walk into that and not get me some, at least one kernel, just to taste it. Inside, I felt, meh. Good for him. I wanted him to enjoy something. It was for him in the first place. I mean, Cars 3, it was a good movie. I like that. That was better than Cars 2. So, anybody have kids? Of course, by the time a lot of people even see this video, who knows? It could be a Cars 4 out. But, just thinking on, oh my goodness, stepping in. You'd think in the middle of a road now, nothing to be out here. Okay, wasn't roadkill. That's just, I don't know, junk fell off of the trees. But there, find it better. He enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Very nice. But back to the HCG again. The man, that sweet spot was good. I just changed it by 1 unit. I went from 15 units to 16 units, and you know, I used to get a little mild hunger every once in a while. Around mealtime, I get a little bit, but it would fade. But you know, I had to rely on my prior fasting experience to try to get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Let me get rid of this. No, that wasn't littering. You didn't see that. Nobody here saw it. If you didn't see it, it didn't happen. Constant using my prior fasting experience. It's something, but you know, I was hearing about this, you know, HCG, this hunger's gonna quit on you, you're not gonna feel it anymore. Well, I wasn't a believer. I'm a believer. It really does come down to dose. But one of the things I also was thinking about was definitions. I had made a video earlier wherein I heard a video. There's a couple of videos. One is this guy, Pro Gamer J. Forgive me if I screw it up. I'm not a gamer, so I apologize. But he had a lot of views, a lot of hits. And Mark Lobliner, owner Tiger Fitness, made a reaction video. And so I reacted to that because he was saying that you're starving. It's just like a starvation diet. And one of the things I was thinking, well, okay, diet is simply what you ingest regularly. Your normal regimen of ingestion is your diet. So that's what a diet is. When we say diet, it's more of an epithet. In other words, we mean, okay, this is something we're going to eat like this for a while until we lose or gain a certain amount of body weight. So, but still, and in that regard, actually, every diet will work. Doesn't matter if it's a lollipop diet, the ice cream diet, the, I don't know, fasting diet, juice diet, there's vegetable diets. You can diet to lose weight. It's just, it does simply come down to a matter of the calories that you're expending versus the calories that you're ingesting. With fasting though, you don't have to ingest the calories orally. My calories are here. I got plenty of them. I'm using some up now, but I've got plenty of calories. It's called stored energy. That's why I used to say to folks, I'm not fat. This ain't fat. This is food storage. See, I'm a prepared person. At any rate, it's time for me to kind of empty the storehouse a little bit. So that's why I'm doing this. But HCG allows me now It's doing the fat releasing apparently. So what I have to do is bring the calories down. That's why Dr. Simeon, I guess, kept people on only 500 calories a day. Mind you, study was done back in the 50s. So in his way of thinking, I mean, you have to eat something. He probably thought if you're not eating something, you're starving too. It's an understandable belief. But if I've gotten to this point where I have so many calories on my body, then I don't need to ingest any more. I ate, I'm fat enough. I got enough on me. So I'm simply not ingesting food. Chewing gum, as I said before, I just want to keep, because since digestion really starts in the nose, I want to keep the scent and the action of the jaw going as part of the initial peristalsis to keep the system going. I know every time you swallow it, it goes through. And motility, I don't mean literal motility because there is no actual food being consumed, but it's the motion. You get it. But I'm only addressing this definitions because that's part of what really held me back a lot. I probably would have been able to lose this fat years ago, but every time I had this thing to come up in my mind, which brings me to my second point. Losing muscle. Bodybuilder, you don't want to lose muscle. I can't lose muscle. If you don't eat enough calories, you're going to lose muscle. If you go and sleep in this kind of state, you lose muscle. You might lose the muscle over there. I'm thinking, okay. Just for accuracy's sake and what works for me and in my understanding, and hopefully if anybody out there is like me, this will help you too. Kevin Levrone. That man is younger than me by about 4 or 5 years. At any rate, he was doing the thing I wish I could have been doing at the time, but I was busy raising children, and like most of us, we have something called life that we have to do. We just can't do all that bodybuilding stuff. So that's what I was doing. He got big. He got his size. Then everybody has probably seen the YouTube videos. Ones I think he did even a clown video, clowning around where when he was completely out of shape but no longer looking like the Kevin Levrone on the Olympia stage. And you guys would look at him and you think, "You didn't work out, bro." That's what you would think if you saw him. Did Kevin Levrone lose muscle? Because look at him now. If he lost the muscle, how does he look like that now? It would be impossible. What it is in my case, I'm not losing muscle. Yeah, my arms are flat, my shoulders are flat, my body just doesn't have the muscular size and tension in it, like firmness and hardness. But I'm not losing muscle. It's much like fat. Am I losing fat or am I using fat? See? And if I'm using the fat, okay, my body is now, thankfully through the hormones and all that, I have the proper hormone levels, which I think the HCG is addressing for me, is squeezing the fat cells and squeezing the fat out, making it available to the bloodstream, making it ready energy, which my body is now using to supply my daily caloric needs. Sounds simple enough for even me to understand. So, fat cells, muscle cells. There's hypertrophy and hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is like the the holy grail of bodybuilding, because that's when your body actually makes more muscle cells as opposed to simply filling them up with extra glycogen, which you need carbohydrates for, which is another story. So I've really been inspired by Kevin Levrone. I don't know that I'll ever get as big as him because I'm not a young man, but then neither was he. I got him by about 4 or 5 years, but hey, who knows? I would love to. I'm not trying to get Mr. Olympia style looking. I'm not going to shave my body and walk around in a pair of skimpies on stage. And that's just not me. I have enough trouble in front of a camera phone, for crying out loud. So, but those are just a couple things I wanted to address. Number one, how the HCG does have that sweet spot. There's a lady out, HCG Chica. I hope I'm not butchering it up. I had to look that up, and it's on my phone. So I'm just going by what little memory I have left as an old man. But HCG Chica was one. Another, I love this guy too, Colin Watson. Guy's great. He's got a program that both of those folks, excellent. If you're interested in HCG, those are the two websites I think to check out. Those are the two that I got a lot of good information from, in addition to all the reading and other things. Like pounds and inches away was study that Dr. Simeon did. So that's where you start if you're interested in going this HCG route. Interested in following me along on this journey, please do. That guy Programmer J with 28 days with no food, I've done that before, and that was without HCG, and I was hungry all the time, every day. This is going to be interesting because I haven't been hungry for about 3 days, and I've been around pizza and popcorn. How do I resist popcorn? It's not like, if you're not hungry at all and your appetite's kind of gone, you're not really resisting, you're just not eating it. That's all. So, I guess that said, also I wanted to address the idea of muscle loss or losing muscle. Guys who are doing bodybuilding, if you got fat to lose, do that. Even if you're going to take, whether you're taking SARMs or steroids, either one, it really doesn't matter. It's not going to work effectively for you if you're carrying this much body fat. Body fat is, we call it body fat because it's fat on our body. You need it. That's why it's there. But in order to lose it, you need, it's a chemical process. And it's much like the bank. I guess I'll use my bank analogy another time. But you know, the money has been stored in the bank. You put it away for a reason. But there's a process to putting it away, and there's a process to withdraw it. That's what the body's going through. It's not going. Your body's not going to withdraw from your muscle cells unless there's absolutely no other choice. And for somebody to go fasting for 3-4 days or 3-4 weeks, that's no reason for the body to say, "Oh, I gotta go. I'm starving. I need to give me this. Where's the muscle?" No, it's not doing that. That's not really even feasible or logical or reasonable. And your fat is interesting enough. While your body seems to have a mind of its own, so does your fat. If it's been with you for a while, it's comfortable, it's home. It don't want to leave, and it will, as especially adipose tissue, the truncal area, is capable of producing hormones. So you release some growth hormone, okay, fine. It may counter with something to try to hold on. You try to pull that fat out, it's trying to hold on. So I finally, thankfully, found something that's allowing me to kind of get rid of that. And I look different to myself. I've put 2 holes in my belt since starting this. And I mean, if I hold this like this, I don't know how fat I look to anybody else, but I look fat to me, except my face is changing. So apparently, you know, I don't have any control of where it goes. My neck could lose weight first, fat first, and then on fat face. But it's going, and I'm thankful for that. So if you want to follow along, I guess I will say the things that I've heard so many YouTubers say. Maybe I'll be a YouTuber one day. Click like and subscribe in the box below. How's that sound? Okay, I'm doing this. All right, cut me some slack. All right. Anyhow, I'm about to roll up out of here because I'm halfway through my walk. I'm going to start heading back now, and it's just a nice little spot to stop here. I'm off today, so that's why I'm here at this particular time. Beautiful time in the morning. Look at that. Look at them trees. And then over here, just real quick, I'll just show you this. It's just nice out here. Just come on over here. Alright, I know I ain't holding the camera all perfect. Excuse me. You do it. Look at here. Sometimes I was out here one time, a bunch of yellow birds just came flying up out of here. All this beautiful color. Like, I don't even know what kind of birds they are, but it was a beautiful sight. And it's just, you know, hey, it's nice. This is a nice little peaceful thing to do out here. But I got to get to huffing now. So I've been gone for a certain amount of time, and I allow myself a certain amount of time. And that's the other thing about weight. I was really overly simplified about, you know, moving a certain amount of weight, a certain distance, but over that certain distance in a certain amount of time is another thing that I can touch on that. Maybe remind me to touch on that on the next time. All right, I'm getting long. I'll have a wonderful day. Coach Phil out. Peace.